Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Well, another week is upon us. It's Friday night, and we are, yeah, we're doing a much shorter flight than we did yesterday. Flight time about 1 hour and 15 minutes today, as we depart from Prague, heading up to Amsterdam. Now, there's a VATSIM event going on at Prague, so there's actually quite a bit of traffic around tonight on VATSIM. Lots of ATC as well, so really looking forward to that. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very busy night, so get yourselves a drink, come on board, and enjoy what should be a really, really good flight. And of course, we've got awesome scenery for Prague Airport, and of course, Flight Tampa's can I still call it recently released Amsterdam Airport? It was a while ago now, wasn't it? But yeah, that just looks phenomenal. So looking forward to seeing that. I can't recall if we've actually seen that at night, you know. So that will be interesting. So welcome everybody coming on board. I hope you've had a good week. And I'll see out the week out with us this evening. Do you know, in the last half an hour or so, I've just got very, very tired. I think yesterday's long haul flight must be catching up with me. Anyway, good evening, everyone. Hey, J-Hog, Terry Ash, James, good to see you. Is it cold? I've not been outside today. No, I've not been outside at all, so I have no idea if it's cold or not. It's not cold in my office, that's the main thing. Chumi, hello Chumi, how you doing, mate? Long time no speak, but still celebrating 20 months of channel membership. That is incredible support, Chumi. That is awesome. Hope things are going well for you. Hey Barbell, good day to you. Organ Aviator as well. Good evening. A Saturday morning now, isn't it, Barbell? For you, you're up early on a Saturday morning. After we came to visit you yesterday. Number Hunter 91. Good evening to you as well, mate. Good to see you. ATC Swede, hello, and Flyboy John is also here. And a big shout out and welcome to everybody else who's coming in and joining us. Right, let's get going. Operational flight plan. Is that pinned in chat? It might not be yet. Bear with me a minute. It is now. So if anyone wants to grab the operational flight plan, there it is. You can grab that and have a look. Meanwhile, let's go through the brief. So this is what we're doing today. Just under 11 tons of payload. We're nicely underloaded as well. Rotterdam, the alternate. Yeah, it's a nice straightforward flight today. Apart from the headwind of 43 knots, I could have done without that. 1 hour 11 minutes is the total en route time. Shear rate 5.1 at Cat East. It's up there, but it shouldn't cause us any issues. Expecting 2.4 for departure, 2.7 for arrival. 2.7 for arrival in Amsterdam is great because that is almost a sort of straight in type of arrival. We don't have to go around the houses, and we don't get the stupid taxi either. In fact, landing on runway 27 gives us a really, really nice exit off the runway to where Easyjet park. So that is brilliant if 27 is still in use for us when we get there. Plug fuel is about 5.3, 5.4 tons. CNR is 2.2. I don't think I need to be concerned about any terrain on our flight today. Having a look at the sort of worst possible weather situation. Amsterdam's got visibility and high ceilings, so that is perfect. Crosswind, 7-knot crosswind though, so that's something we might see if we. That'd be easy to navigate that, but might have some decrabbing required when we get there. What we got? Rotterdam, that looks fine for an alternate as well. Brussels, what the hell's going on in Brussels? Chance of the ceiling being 100 feet, that's going to be auto land territory. Eindhoven as well, also looking a little bit iffy. Lille's miles away. The visibility is right down there, 800 meters in Lille. We're not going to need it. We shouldn't need any of those alternates tonight. So that's all fine. And just checking the forecast as well here in Schiphol, we can see winds 240 at 10. So yeah, it's lovely. Rotterdam also is fine. A quick look through the NOTAMs. There's nothing here for Prague, and that's fine. And the last time I flew into Amsterdam, Schiphol, they told us they don't actually use any of the NOTAMs from real world, so we can skip over that. So what fuel to take? Well, let's just have a look. That's our flight route. That is the it's the jet stream that's slowing us down. That's going to be yeah, that looks like it could be frustrating, couldn't it? Yeah, so there's the flight route, and what we got? No other significant weather. It's lovely. This is it's straightforward. We're going to take a bit of extra fuel just because we've got some traffic today, so we might end up in a hold, something like that. But other than that, there's no real reason to worry about anymore. We could probably take we'll take 5.7 tons. So it's just a little bit more than plug, but not a lot. That people are going to be asking us, why are we taking all that? So there we are. Darius says there's 100 plus arrivals coming into Frankfurt. The thing with that, Darius, is what you've got to remember is that also includes flights which may have just departed from America, for example, doing a nice long haul flight. So unless that's like 100 arrivals in the next hour or so, which would be absolutely insane, and I wouldn't want to be a controller for that. But yeah, it is still quite a lot of traffic, that, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at what we're doing here in Prague. So 24 is the departure runway, that's fine, usual taxi stuff. Departure itself is straightforward, MSA 36, no speed restrictions, we're expecting BAL 25 Alpha, straight out, right turn, up to BAL 2, there is the Prague VOR on site as well, and our initial climb 5,000 feet. Yeah, I like Prague. Prague is just a very easy airport to fly in and out of, so that's great fun for us tonight. After takeoff, contact Prague radar when instructed by tower. Okay, so no auto handoff, that's fine. Lovely. Well, let's with that go and I think we'll go and find our aircraft and sort out refueling it, etc. Just have a look. Where are we? So tonight we are stand 26. So let me just go find it. Yes, there we are. Stand 26. Now our pushback time is meant to be at 1/2 the hour in 26 minutes. We're probably going to be late, though not as late as we have been in the past. Just quickly telling the refuelers we want 5.7 tons when they arrive. Make sure we get what we want. And yeah, let's get on board. Lots of traffic around in Prague tonight. ATC as well, so be fun. Okay, so usual stuff then. Let's check. We've got the aircraft left in good nick from our previous flight crew. We're in the turnaround state. Pumps are off, packs are off, APUs are off. We're currently running on external power. Nav logo lights are on, seatbelt signs are off. And guard frequency is being monitored. There we go. So our thrust levers, spoilers, flaps, parking brake, that's fine, correct squawking there, acupressure's good, and let's grab the ATIS then, and just correct the latest weather, 12216 for the latest ATIS. Hey Lee JC, hope you're well, mate, good to see you.
Gals, nosy you have received ATIS information, Quebec. Good evening, Ruse 9 ATIS information, Quebec ILS 1930 approach, runway and use 24, transition level 60 meter Praha issued at 1930, wind 230 degrees 10 knots, visibility, cav OK, Temperature -4 dew point -7 QNH 1022 hectopascals. Nosy, you have received VATSIM information, Quebec.
That is one of the fastest ATISs I've ever heard, but basically it's fine. So QNH is 1022, yeah, that's fine. 1022, got the constraints on there. That initial climb's 5,000 for runway 24, which is what we're expecting. Let's tell the cabin crew I'm going to start loading. Alright, usual stuff then. So IRS, well, 3 nav greens, just clear the scratch pad there as well. And aircraft status, CFM engines, air cycles, good. Init request. I didn't think that was going to come through then. There we are. Right, so let's fill in all the info from the flight plan. So flight number today is Alpine 14 Juliet Mike. That's alright. We've had worse call signs than that. 14 Juliet Mike. Cost index of 4. 30820. Temperature -5. It is cold. Tropo is in. We'll grab the winds. Hey, Verb Jim, how you doing, mate? What the heck did the ATIS just say at the end, Jim? It was, I think he said no significant changes. I think if that's what you were referring to. IRS, what have we got? 56.3 north, 14.16 east, and stand 26. That's fine. Cruising today 380 at a temperature of -56. So runway 24 for departure, bell 25 alpha. And the arrival expecting 27. R-tip. Is it R-tip? No. Norku 2 alpha. And that comes in via R-tip if memory serves me right. There it is. Hey Legend Dark Fury, how you doing? Insert. Right, that is 408 miles, 435 miles, that's fine. Hey Sean Duff, good evening to you. Radna page, OKL. Just get that hard tuned in. On to our init B page. Right, we need the preliminary load sheet for that. Dark Fury, are you cold as well? How cold is it outside? Honestly, I've not left the house today. My wife's done the school runs today, so it's all been her. I've stayed tucked up nice and warm at home. Zero fuel rate is 54.9. Why am I typing that in that box? 54.9. C of G is 30.4. Fuel for the alternate, according to the OFP, is 1.2 tons. Now we'll hit the fuel planning button, see what the aircraft wants. We're taking 5.7, I hope. .5, that's fine. Update that to 5.7 then. Takeoff weight of 60.4, lovely. That's an extra 7 minutes time endurance, but that's fine. Takeoff weight is below max landing weight, so if something goes bang once we depart Prague, then we can get back in without being overweight. That's lovely. So, takeoff weight, CFG, is 29 straight on. Lovely. All right, let's jump back in my my seat, and we'll get the secondary flight plan all sorted. So, SimSmart for this. Runway 24. Performance page. Let's have a look. 2658, 2658. So just update that. Thrust reduction, engine out acceleration is in. Engine out acceleration is 2158. Flaps 1. And we'll get the performance up. So it is absolutely, it's dry. Runway 24, flaps 1. No need to force target. Anti-ice will not be on. There's no moisture in the air, so that's fine. Packs off. Takeoff weight 64 and 29 on the nose for the CFG. Sync live weather. Intersection data. Oh, is there a... There is an intersection departure we can use for this, isn't there, if I remember? Bravo, that's it. Just saves taxi all the way down to the end. So if we can take Bravo, that will definitely be worth it. It is Sweden, mate. Thank you so much for 129 Swedish krona. That is very kind of you once again to continue supporting us like that, ATC Swede. Now, I'm guessing everyone's saying how cold it is. I bet you're one of the coldest in the chat tonight. I can't imagine Sweden, where you are, being particularly warm. So yeah, well, what's the temperature out outside? Game Records, what is the number? The thrust reduction altitude. So thrust reduction altitude is when we basically set the climb thrust rather than the takeoff power that we've used, and then the acceleration altitude is when we sort of lower the nose so the aircraft can gain speed and start sort of accelerating away. Right, let's put these figures into the box. 126 135 135 flaps 1 flex 66. Now that's fine, no speed restrictions, so we don't need to pre-select anything. Good. Right, secondary flight plan. Notice what is the intersection data. Intersection data means that we're not using the whole runway to take off. We're going to take off at an intersection, which means that we've got less runway to use. So you just have to tell the takeoff performance calculator that you're not using the full runway. You're going to use an intersection for the departure. Right, the engine out procedure here is straightforward as well. It's standard and it's a right turn to erase you. So if we just create a waypoint based off LKPR on a track of 240, 15 miles out, that will then become place bearing distance 1. After place bearing distance 1 waypoint, which we've just created, it's right turn to Irezu. Where we will then take up the hold to troubleshoot what's gone bang. Hold information is 061 degrees and left turns. If something has just gone bang, then we'll not go into Amsterdam. Back to LKPR, which is of course Prague. So new destination, back to Prague, and coming back in, runway ILS 24. No star, but I think Erasure is one of the VIAs, isn't it? Yeah, initial approach fixes. Wonderful, and we can check now that all that looks okay. If I have a look now at the navigation display, yeah, there it is. So basically, straight out on runway heading. Once we've passed 2,800 feet, accelerate away, make a right turn back to the Erasure holding point, enter the hold, and the approach is already in. So, in case an engine goes bang, we're all set. ATC Swede says it's -9 degrees. I don't even know what the temperature is here in the UK today. How bad is that? I've got absolutely no idea. Right, let me contact clearance delivery and we can hopefully look to get going. Tower 13456. No, wrong frequency. 13456. Prague Tower, good evening, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, stand 26, type A320, requesting IFR clearance as far to Amsterdam, and we have information Pushback. That was a brilliant ATC comms call.
Alpine 14 Juliet Mike,
we're on the right frequency.
good
Good.
evening. Check if you are not connected as observer, because I don't see you.
Roger, standby. We'll just double check for you.
Roger.
Don't think we're connected as an observer. We might be.
With information, Quebec stand 22, request IFR clearance to Barcelona.
Oh, we've just got the Sisters Westbrook of Molyneux of the Church of Jesus Christ sending us a message. Yeah,
Europa 600, 6 Rosnia Tower, good evening. Information about QNH
Close that down.
103, time check 18. Europa 6006, cleared to Barcelona by R250 off departure, initial climb to altitude 5,000 feet, scope 1420.
Clear to Barcelona by R250 off for departure, initial climb 5,000 feet, scope 1420, QNH 1023, Europa 6006.
Europa 66, correction, Europa 6006, confirm correction, BAL 25 off departure.
BAL 25 off for departure, Europa 6006.
Start that APU up now.
Europa
Whilst we're doing this.
6006, readback correct.
And Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, stand 26, hopefully should have us now.
Right, Foxtrot, Hotel 1.
Turn number 2, A5, Foxtrot and Hotel 1,
Go away. And Prague Tower, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, stand 26, hopefully should have us now.
Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, information Romeo, QNH 1023, time check 19er. Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, clear to Amsterdam, by BAL 25 off departure, initial climb to altitude 5,000 feet, and scope 1000.
Cleared via the BAL 25 Alpha departure, initial climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 1000, and we'll copy information Romeo, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike.
Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, feedback correct.
Lovely.
To
So,
Havana 3
let me
November,
just
welcome to Prague.
get off there, squawk 1000, initial climb 5,000 feet, that is fine. Quick check of the latest QNH is now 1023. Pressure's gone up, that's good. We don't actually need to rerun any of the calculations for that. I'll shut this damn thing down. Let's turn it off. No more messages, go away. Don't know why I can't close that actually. That message is from Frankfurt, apparently. Or is that Dusseldorf? Might be Dusseldorf. I didn't know they were so religious over there. Hey Cholty, good to see you. And Dan is painting his A380 model. You've now got everything printed up. That is brilliant. Right, APU's up and running. Fantastic APU bleed. Let's get that on then. Pumps can come on. Refueling, just double checking that's completed. And we've got 5.7 tons. External power, let's get rid of that then. Seatbelt signs on. Quick passenger PA, and then we can get the ground crew into position. But before we do that, of course, let's just brief everything. So, nice straightforward brief this out of Prague. So, weather, no real concerns, 230 at 10. It's all cav okay. It is cold -5, but anti-ice not required. We've got no moisture or anything like that in the air. Aircraft is fully serviceable with the exception of the weather radar. No NOTAMs here in Prague that concern us. Threats to be aware of, a little bit busy, so lots of traffic around, but we've got ATC, so that is fine. The biggest threat that I can think of really at the moment is myself, just a little bit tired actually, but there we go. We'll pull through. I'm sure you guys will wake me up should I nod off. So let's have a look at how we're going to do the departure, the taxi, all that usual stuff. So we're parked at. We're parked down here. We'll push back facing northwest. Taxi out on hotel. In fact, I've just realised I'll change that. There we go. Taxi. I expect taxi hotel. Might keep us on hotel all the way then to Bravo. We're going to request the Bravo intersection departure. Maybe might give us Foxtrot and Golf. We shall see. We've done that before. The departure itself is straightforward. Straight out. Noise abatement 2. No speed restrictions. First turn will be to the right. No single engine taxi. We'll get engine started and we're good to go. Transition level is 5,000 feet. MSA 3,600 feet. The engine out procedure is standard, so straight out right hand turn to the Arezzo waypoint after we've passed acceleration, engine out acceleration, which is 2,800 feet. Right, I think that's all pretty much it. So let's get GSX to start moving for pushback and departure. Do you want de-icing? No.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by until push is completed and brakes are set.
Right, checklist. Where have you gone? Cockpit preparation checklist. Aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity 5.7 tons. Yeah, it's all balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. It is.
Hello,
got
Captain.
3 nav greens.
We are ready for pushback.
RF. QNH is 1023. 1,170 feet. Cabin crew. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that everyone's on board.
Lovely. We're all set here and we're about to push. So if you can get everyone sat down quickly, that'd be great.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
I think the final load sheet is here as well. Hello?
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Alright, that's great, thanks.
No problem at all.
Alright, so we've got takeoff weight of 60.1, that's less than we thought, and CFG is 27.4. 27.4,
Lock in gear.
28.4, 29.4, that's okay, we're within 2%. We might actually push on time, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, welcome on board this Airbus A320 flight from Prague to Amsterdam. We're just about closing up and getting ready to push back, so we should be on time for you today. Nice weather for our departure, clear skies expected with no trouble or weather en route, so we should get you to Amsterdam on time and quick and as safe as we can. If you can take your seats, seatbelt signs are now on and we are getting ready to go very soon. In the meantime, the cabin crew will shortly be giving their safety demonstration, so if you can give them the full attention when this begins, that would be most appreciated. Thank you.
CSA 536, apparently
I love Brett, thank you so much for the prime sub. I love the name, I love Brett.
Confirm flight level 340.
Tower Alpine 14 Juliet Mike stand 26 is ready for push and start.
Yep, in the space, so confirm.
Yes, sorry, I will prepare that flight level 340.
No wheel steering is disconnected.
I can fix it for you, so confirm 340 final.
Confirm flight level 34 final.
Roger, CSA 536, cleared to Cordoba, Napal 250 for departure.
AD, when am I going to fly the Airbus A380? When it comes out, my friend, when it comes out. And Prague Tower Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, stand 26, ready for push and start.
Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, squawk on, push and start approved.
Squawking 1000 and push and start approved. Thanks Alpine 14 Juliet Mike.
Tower, evening, Sky Temple 23 Kilo.
Beacon light on, squawks on.
Sorry, 24.
Acupressure's good.
Tower 23 Kilo, losing Tower, good evening.
And the before start checklist. So parking brake is on, takeoff data is confirmed, windows closed, EFB is on flight mode. Doors closed and armed, beacon lights on.
09er, Lima, Quebec 1.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by until
Prague Tower EC1832 ready for taxi.
release
Easyjet
parking brake.
02,
Parking brake
holding
released.
point runway 24 by hotel and Alpha.
Commencing push.
Well, hotel and after holding point 24 EC1832.
Until push is completed.
Mr. Runway 398, exit to stand 09er, by Lima, Quebec 1.
Right, noticeable steering's disconnected. Start the timer. Bleed's on, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. So, engine mode selected to ignition, starting engine 1.
Go ahead, please.
Mr. German 398, exit to stand 09er, by Lima, Quebec 1.
Lima, Quebec 1 to Sierra 9er, Vista Germany 398.
Really is clear skies
Mr.
tonight, isn't it?
536, ready to copy clearance.
I'm sorry, I flight the wrong airport, so I will disconnect and connect again. I'm sorry.
Roger.
Mintes, do we have the Airbus joystick? We do indeed, yes. Stale quiche, good afternoon to you. Stale quiche and I love bread. There's something going on there on Twitch.
Set parking brakes.
And parking brake is set. Excellent, we've pushed back 2 minutes early. Wonderful. Hey Kenny Myers, good evening to you. Engine 1's available, starting engine 2.
Unlocking gear.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the crew, I ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors as we review the emergency procedures on board the Fenix A320.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Safety of everyone on board.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Take a moment to locate the one
Hey DMA, not entirely sure yet. We'll probably get vectored in,
exit. Should the cabin experience pressure loss,
as is the norm in Amsterdam.
for instructions from the cabin crew, oxygen masks will drop down from above your seat. Place the mask over your mouth and nose like this and pull the strap to tighten it. If you are traveling
Oliver says he had the most incredible sunset in the sim earlier, departing Inverness in the Phoenix. Do you know what? Inverness always gives really nice scenery. Doesn't matter what the weather is, always looks stunning at Inverness.
are located below your seat and emergency lighting
And engine 2's available, so engine mode selected to ignition. And come off, and just off. And come off.
CSA
Spoilers,
532,
rudder,
looking at every
flaps.
večer, G5 back, is 1802, runway 24, clear for takeoff, wind 230 degrees, 10.
I will take a takeoff, thank you, EC1822.
And the after start checklist. Anti-ice is off, ecom
Carnival
status.
23 kilo, welcome to
is
Prague, taxi
checked.
to stand and 9er.
Pitch trims 27.4 rudder neutral.
Hotel Bravo 2 and hold short of taxiway Bravo 2.
Stand by the final via Foxtrot Hotel Bravo 2 and hold short Bravo 2.
Alright, flight control check.
2 kilo.
Full left.
Roger Tower, good evening. CSA
Full right.
9 Bravo, full established
Neutral.
on let's approach runway 24.
Full up.
CSA
Full down.
9 Bravo, looking at every
Neutral
večer,
rudder.
complete approach departure.
Full right.
Continue, CSA
Full
9
left.
Bravo.
And neutral. Just get the departure frequency on standby, 12758.
CSA 531, unfortunately I don't see a flight plan. That's why I want to take you across runway 12.
And Tower Alpine 14 Juliet, Mike is ready for taxi and we can depart via Bravo.
114 Juliet Mike, Roger, so taxi to holding point runway 24 via hotel and Bravo.
Holding point Bravo for runway 24 via hotel and Bravo, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike. So just confirm where we're going before we move.
Zulu Bravo departing K320 ahead runway 24, clear to land.
Yep, straight out, right turn, and then left on Bravo.
Runway 24 clear to land, CC 9 Zulu Bravo.
Taxi that on.
80, correction, ECY02, contact radar 127.580, good evening.
Mass caution, cancel mass caution, disregard ECAM.
Skydiver 23 kilo, cross runway 12.
Right. Parking brakes off, let's go.
Our target evening Lufthansa 76 November with information Romeo, request IFR to Frankfurt.
Descent is extra communication in-game or a mod. If you're talking about the air traffic control, the air traffic control is the VATSIM network. Oliver, how do you disregard the ECAM? You just clear it. That's basically me saying I'm happy with it. I don't need it. We'll disregard it. Alright then, so quick patch check, no change to our performance. Well, lighter than expected actually, so no LMCs that have affected us. Engine out procedure is standard, straight out. Passing 2,800 feet, right turn and raise you, where we'll hold 4,000. Departure is Belton 5 Alta, no speed restrictions. First turn to the right. And initial climb 5,000.
Skydiver 23 kilo, on frequency down.
I'm sorry, I still don't understand you. Skydiver 23 kilo.
Skydiver 23 kilo, you didn't understand my calls many times, so are you listening now?
Hey Lemon, good to see you.
Can you send by text for Skydiver 22 kilo?
Sure.
Right, straight bit of taxiway is always a good time to do the taxi checklist. So flight controls have been checked, flap setting is config 1. FMA, climb nav blue 152, 5,000 blue, radar and predictive wind shear is on, ECAM memo, waiting for the cabin crew, EFB is stowed and disconnected. Cabin crew, seat for takeoff.
Skydiver 3 kilo, disregard, contact access cleared.
Awesome scenery this one. Highly recommended. Right, left turn coming up. Ah, fellow Easyjet. Hey, Kamema no blue.
27 Bravo, good evening, standby brakes. Yes, I know, Bravo, do you have any pressure stand?
Negative, CSA 9 Zulu Bravo.
CSA 9 Zulu Bravo, Roger, so taxi to stand 10, Foxtrot, Hotel, hold shuttle Bravo 2, and cross runway 12.
Taxi to 1010 Foxtrot Hotel, Horchov Bravo 2, cross runway 12, CSA 9 Zulu Bravo.
Hey Dan.
Alpine 212, ready to taxi.
Alpine 212, ready to taxi.
Program for the landing rate calculator is part of my streaming overlay from Fly Live Studio. So I don't get to see it. You guys do, obviously. I don't. Hey, Christoph.
Upon 14 Juliet Mike behind, arriving Cabana, Boeing 737, line up runway 2 for runway 2 behind.
Behind the landing 737, line up and wait runway 24 behind. Alpine 14 Juliet Mike.
Skydiver 5, take 2, ready to take clearance.
Right. Sit and wait for this
Hello,
aircraft.
Harley
now.
V203 on a
There it
7
is.
mile final now, runway 24. V203, Roosneta, good evening. Continue approach. I think we're doing V203.
Seemed to be going quite fast then. I wanted to just check that that was indeed the landing 737.
Sky Travel 230, just
There we
confirm
go.
we can continue on taxi on Foxtrot Hotel and Choice Bravo 2.
Bravo 2 Kilo, you can now taxi Foxtrot Hotel and Bravo 2, there is no hold short now.
Thank you, taxiing to stand 9 via Foxtrot Hotel Bravo 2, Sky Travel 3 Kilo.
Cessna 90 Bravo and continue taxi and no hold short of instruction.
Lineup checklist, cabin secure, takeoff runway 24 via Bravo, TCAS TRA patch 1 and 2
Cessna 90
off.
Bravo, continue taxi without any hold short instruction. You can taxi on to Bravo 2 normally.
Roger, continue taxi CSA 90 Bravo.
114 Juliet, Mike, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, wind 2300 degrees, 101.
Clear takeoff runway 24, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike. Alright, rolling takeoff if we're happy. So, take off, start the chrono, 50% and 1.
806 takeoff, welcome
Set.
to Prague, taxi to stand 53, Foxtrot, Golf, cross runway 12.
Taxi to stand 5
Engine stable.
Foxtrot and Golf and cross runway
Take off thrust, and flex SRS runway. Auto thrust blue.
Easyjet 203, expect late landing clearance.
100 knots. V1. Rotate. Positive climb, gear up.
Easyjet 203, departing KT20, head runway 24, cleared slant, wind 230 degrees, 101. Good 134, Easyjet 203. Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, contact Prague radar 127.580, have a nice flight, bye.
12758 for Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, thank you, bye bye.
Takeoff flying to Prague.
Just climb, autopilot 1 engaged. Prague radar, good evening, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, passing 3,500 for 5,000, Bell 25 Alpha.
Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, Prague radar hello identified, climb to flight level 160, proceed direct to Varik.
Climb flight level 160 and clear direct to Barrick for Alpine 14 Juliet Mike.
Condor 1 Papa Romeo, turn left heading 280, clear ILS approach runway 24, report established.
Passing 280 and
Up climb 160 blue.
Sky Travel 965 Lima, fly heading 360, vectoring for ILS approach runway 24.
And direct to
360, vectoring for ILS approach.
master caution, cancel master caution, disregard.
Flight level 100.
Spoilers and flaps. Oscar, no, I'm not using the frame gen. No.
Condor 1 Papa, establish localizer RS24.
Condor 1 Papa Romeo.
The beam button, Oscar, just puts in the waypoints that I've now skipped. It just puts in sort of a beam waypoint, so when you would be sort of flying next to them now, we've just taken a little bit of a shortcut.
134.560, have a safe landing.
Tower 134.560, Condor 1 Papa, bye-bye.
Cabin crews released.
Sky Travel 965 Lima, turn left heading 340.
So we've got spoilers, flaps, gears up, lights off. Got a bit of cloud cover over there. But other than that, indeed, Cav okay. Cav's very okay. It looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Skytrail 965 Lima, descent 4,000 feet.
Descent 4,000 feet, Skytrail 956
Right, coming up on 10,000 feet, so we get airports on the EVIS. Radnav page, we can clear that out. 380 is going to be fine. Cost index 0.
Prague departure.
And second flight plan, copy that.
212, passing flight level 30. Skytrail 965 Lima, reduce speed 200 knots, turn left heading 270.
270 and speed 200 knots.
Seatbelt signs off. Everything looks nice and stable ahead of us, so no reason to keep people strapped in.
Clears Alice, approach 24, report stable.
Alpine 212, Praha radar. Alpine 212. Alpine 212, Praha radar, hello, identified. Climb to flight level 160, report present altitude.
Climb to flight level 160, passing flight level 50 at this point in time, Alpine 212.
Thank you, proceed direct Venox.
Direct to Venox, Alpine 212.
Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, continue climb on Unicom 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom 122 display. Thanks for the service, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike. So over to Unicom now for a little while.
The approach, continue right turn heading to 102 established.
But I think that ATC will be we're back online again in a little while. All right, so yeah, let's continue our climb up to cruise, which is 380 today. And 380 boom. So Oscar Papa, yeah, it's on Unicom, but there's just a little gap, I think, between Prague radar and when we hit German airspace, where I think that's quite busy at the moment, so look forward to that. And I know we've got some ATC knocking about in Amsterdam too. Hopefully they'll still be there when we arrive. Easyjet 228, hello. Cube, have a good weekend. See you next time. Oh, why can't I clear this bloody message? No more messages. I'll just turn the damn thing off. Don't know why I can't close that. Oh well, sit back and relax for a bit. Monitor the climb. Once we're up there, we'll do a fuel check. Get the en route weathers and enjoy what actually looks like quite a bright evening. If you're enjoying the stream so far, then guys, if you could do us a favour, hit the like button. Does help support the channel. It's free, of course, as well, which is always a bonus. But yeah. So who has ordered the MiniFCU unit recently? Now that since they've opened up again for orders. Remember, of course, if you haven't yet, you are going to make sure you use the discount code Easyjet Sim Pilot, and you'll get 10% off the cost of the MiniFCU. So I'm using it at the moment. Works beautifully now with the Fenix, including all displays working as well, which is very nice. That's 20,000 feet. There must be some moon. There must be a decent, maybe not, even if it's not a full moon, but definitely some moon around tonight because there's a lot of light around for night time. Robert, I can't, I'm afraid. So after our epic long haul yesterday, a mere 1 hour 11 minute flight, should be easy street today, shouldn't it? Oliver, yeah, mid-March, I think that's... well, I think March time is when they're going to start sort of dispatching them, so any time towards the end of March, I would have read it. End of March, early April, I think if you set your expectations there, you probably won't be too far off the mark. Giddo, good evening, mate. Hope you're doing well. Anyone got any exciting plans then for the weekend? I think this will be my last stream of the week. I'm pretty tied up, I think, this weekend, so this will be it. Dark Fury, do I have a 100% discount code for the MiniFCU? No, sadly not. I'm sure there are some people around that are really skillful with electronics and 3D printers and things that could create one, but I guess even that wouldn't be free. You've still got to buy the stuff that you need. I've not cleared the RadNav page out, just remembered that. Oh, I have cleared it out. I couldn't remember if I'd done that. Darkfoot, you're printing an FMC and finishing off your engine print. That sounds like a nice little project, Dark. That's going to be a Boeing thing, though, isn't it? It's going to be a Boeing flight management computer. BM Locks is going to fly in Oceania this weekend. Ali, do you ever wish the skies were busier like in real life? Well, if you fly into a VATSIM event, you'll probably find that they are busier than real life, which is, yeah, have you ever done Cross the Pond? Oh, 'cause that is ridiculous. Hey Speedy 985, watch the videos about landing because you're struggling to land the 320 at the moment with auto thrust on. With the auto thrust on, you float a bit. When it's off, you have a hard landing. I mean, most airlines land with auto thrust on. Lufthansa is an exception to that. And I think what you got to remember with the A320 is it's very easy to float. And I guess that's not so much just the A320. It's a lot harder in a flight simulator to judge it. It's a lot easier in real life because you can feel it. You've got peripheral vision. Whereas here in the flight sim, you've got a false perspective. Now, if I look there, it looks like I'm flying pretty level, doesn't it? Well, I'm actually not. I'm actually pitched up. You don't get that feeling on the desktop. Oliver, you'll plan tomorrow. You're up early and out for a cold hike in the South Downs, then back for a flight in the Phoenix somewhere. That sounds like a nice day. Matthias says he built an FCU and an EFIS himself, but it was a lot of work and it looks ugly compared to the MiniFCU. Yes, but the satisfaction. Jacob Blythe, good afternoon, mate. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. BMLOC, have I done the Cross the Pond event? No. I avoid that like the plague. I know a lot of streamers and things do, but usually as well for me, it takes place on a weekend, which is usually, it is family time, so, Kirk says a lack of the depth perception is what makes the landings in the sim harder. Kirk, you are right. I'll tell you now, as we come into land, and I'll try and touch on it as well when we're landing in, well, probably less than an hour. Or about an hour's time, I think, just looking at that. Oh, it might be, yeah, about an hour. When we're coming into land, I'll try and draw your attention to the primary flight display, because we will look down here, will be similar to this, we'll be pitched up, but I promise you when we're coming in it's going to look like we're either level or even sometimes pitched nose down, which then when you get really close to the ground you become ground shy and you want to pull back on the sticks so you get that nice touchdown. Problem is actually you were already pitching up but you just didn't realize it, so you will float down the runway, and, well, nobody wants to do that. Oh wow, the legend living up to his name. The legend Dark Fury gifting 5 Easyjet Sim Pilot channel memberships. That is awesome, Dark. Thank you so much. So welcome to Ali, Q, Henry, Captain Oatmeal, and Manic Manum, legend Dark Fury, mate. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Geotex says, no way, I'm literally flying right now from Prague to Amsterdam. Are you on VATSIM? Oh, you're a few minutes in front of us. Fair enough. Jacob Blythe says he is doing his first 747 flight now, UPS, from Louisville to Dubai. Jesus, how long's that? It's like a 12-hour flight. Even more. Ali, have I ever thought about trying to explain 12 to experience flight model? When it first came out, I did. In fact, I had a comparison video. Go and check that out if you wish. The thing with the flare, Oscar, is try and find the video that I've got on the channel about flaring, which is literally called something like how and when to flare. So that, hopefully, if you haven't seen that, that might be of some use to you, because every time is different as well. You know, if you've got a strong headwind, you hardly need to flare at all, and you need to hold the stick back. Don't let go of the stick. And when I say hold the stick back, I'm talking a millimeter. You know, you don't need to hold it very much at all. What's also worth touching on is the fact that remember what you're doing when you hear the 50 feet call out, because that's when the horizontal stabilizer at the back sort of memorizes its position. If you've got that in an abnormal position at that point because you were doing some correcting, then that's going to affect it as well. Jacob, it's about 12, nearly 13 hours. You're going to have to land and shooting off to the football afterwards in a panic. Hey Craig, hello from Spain. Also joining us this evening, fantastic. Valanta, worth using, buying, or is it just bloatware? Craig, I don't personally use it, nothing against it. I have seen it, I've tried it. It's actually a really nice piece of kit. Very, very useful. The only reason I don't use it is it's just something else that my PC would have to run whilst I'm streaming, and I try and keep things as minimalistic as possible. A bit like my house. That doesn't work either. Right, that headwind is now just in our way, sadly. So I'm just having a quick look at VATScope, see what ATC we've got coming up in a bit. Oh, actually, I thought we might be in Munchen Radar's airspace. They've not pinged us, we've literally only just come into it. It may be that they may be logging off shortly, so aren't going to concern themselves with us. Hey Cumulus, good to see you. Oliver says it's a good idea to leave the order part until about 50 feet. The only problem with that, Oliver, is you can't. I've forgotten, not if you're doing a manual landing anyway, I've forgotten what the, oh, it's something daft like, I want to say 160 feet you've got to have it off by. That's the latest you should take it off. BM Lock, how am I calculating my descent? Usually the rule of 3, but we've also got, you know, quite accurate VNAV on here. So we've got about 1,000 feet to go, and then we're at the top of our climb. It does look nice tonight, doesn't it? Nah, Christopher, maybe gin o'clock, but once we land, I've got a beer in the fridge. I've got a beer in the fridge. I've got to hang some washing up because, well, sadly you can't get out of stuff like that. It needs doing. I've got a beer in the fridge. I'm going to hang the washing up as soon as I've finished. Grab a beer. Get into bed. Wife's on nights again tonight. And watch some rubbish on TV whilst eating stuff I shouldn't. Some dude, how come the parameter flight display and the top banner show different altitudes? The top banner is very temperamental, so I'm not entirely sure. I would definitely say this is what's actually happening. Oh, Legend Dark Fury, just gonna have to have a cup of tea instead of gin. Mind you, depending on the tea, it's that's fine. Italian Yankee fan, thank you so much. Happy. I was about to say happy birthday to you then. I don't know why, but thanks for joining us. It's great to see lots more Twitch people, Twitch followers and viewers coming in now. It's slowly building itself up, so good to see you guys. Lemon Wolf, I've already covered from yesterday's long haul. Well, you know what? I thought I had, but literally about half an hour, 45 minutes before we started the stream and the flight today, I suddenly started to feel really tired. And I swear I could just drop off now. I mean, that's not a good place to be, right? This is where you have, you know, timed and respected crew rest periods. That is, I set an alarm for 10 minutes, doze off, and then wake up again. That's Mac Alt Cruise. Of course, you can only do that when you've actually got someone sat next to you to make sure you wake up. Lovely. Cycle RST pages. Jam and toast tea, dark. That's the stuff. Can't beat it. What does the message above the McDo mean? A random message that I sadly can't get rid of. I'm not quite sure why it's even there. Usually I'm able to close it down here. I don't know if I can actually get rid of that in here. So can I get rid of the connection? No. I don't know. Just ignore it. Right, well, we're at 30,000 feet, top of cruise, that's all doing fine. We need to do a fuel check, and then we need to start planning the arrival because it's not that far away. So we're headed toward Cadiz, so we'll do that in about 5 minutes or so. Hey, Atomic, sadly not. Second map, good evening to you. Thanks, guys. Hope you're all doing well. We've got a good weekend planned. BMLOC, who sends it? I don't know, we kind of get spam at 38,000 feet. It should be used for air traffic controllers to send messages only, but there you go. Chumi, is that does that actually work though? If we go to the ATSU and the message... we never use the arrival message, do we? Could do. The receive messages, no, that's for the load guys. But yeah, there's no message record there. Oh my word, what is that? Can we have made message record? Does that actually work on there? Oh, it does. Oh, well done, Chubby. I've never had to nip into that menu. At least it's gone now. Can other VATSIM pilots send messages? Well, the Hobbies Network used to allow that. They stopped now because they kept getting spammed. Seems like someone's managed to work out how to do it again. Organ, do I have a video about noise abatement procedures? I do indeed. It's all to do with the thrust acceleration altitudes, thrust reduction and acceleration altitudes, Organ. Sean says there's something learned tonight. Yeah, well, yeah, me too, because so you never need to do that. You can normally just close it. I'm not quite sure why that why we couldn't close that there, but hey ho, there we go. Right, let's have a look at our fuel then. What did we take? 5.7. So we've got about half a ton extra then. And we are approaching Cadiz, whatever you want to call it. So we should have about 3.7 tons. What we got? 3.8. Perfect. So let's grab some information regarding Amsterdam's weather at the minute then. Just check ATIS, still landing runway 27, that's fine. Information Delta is current. Wind is 220 degrees 9 knots. 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds, 2,600 feet. Temperature is 1 degree. QNH 1023. Approach and arrival call sign only. Noise abatement 2 procedures. Fine. Oh. 1023 are there as well. Are they linked? Why are they not linked? They should be linked. Set this up in the sim settings. I have to link these up every time. Right, so landing calculations. Let's see. Arrival. My god, that's a long list. Runway 27. Medium, poor. Apply the meta. Landing weight. What's the landing weight going to be? Call it 55, 56, 57, call it 58. 58 tons. We could get in with medium poor, so idle reverse is going to be fine. It is indeed actually dry. Auto brake low. Flaps 3. Perfect. Right, let's fill in the box then. QNH 1023. Temperature 1 degree. Wind 200 at 10. Flaps 3 landing. VAP 136, and our minimums tonight for the approach is 188. Done. Guido, have we ever landed at Rotterdam? Yes, a long time ago. Because that's the default handcrafted airport, isn't it, Rotterdam? Is that snow on the ground? I think it is, isn't it? No, it must have been snowing here at some point. Oliver, are we not flying on Sunday? 60-mile winds predicted at Gatwick. I sense diversions. BM look, this is the Phoenix aircraft. Phoenix. Yeah. Right, let's just go through the arrival stuff that we've got then. Got aircraft there flying towards me. I don't like the look of that. What have we got on? Oh, they're actually nowhere near us. They're 4,000 feet beneath us. That's okay then. Hey, Scotty. It's Rod. The Phoenix is the best plane of all time. I think so. Certainly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Definitely. Tati, how are we getting the city lights? Your map is very dark. No idea. I've not done anything different. Cancel master caution. Disregard ECAM. Clear ECAM. Distance to Amsterdam DMA 236 track miles. Toti, am I playing out of the box? I haven't got any mods that would affect city lights. That's for sure. Hello?
Sorry to bother you, Captain. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink.
No thank you.
No problem. Do give me a call if you change your mind, though.
Double! Back to work on Sunday at Gatwick could be interesting. Yes! BMLock, what was the ECAM? Oh, the ECAM is just the electronic sort of like messaging, automatic messaging alerts that you get down here. So you've got the upper ECAM, which is this screen, the lower ECAM, which is this screen. Oh, I'm a bit gutted all the ATCs disappeared. Right, let's check what the approach looks like, because I imagine if there's no ATC, Blech. It's okay. That is actually exactly how it's meant to be. So what we should do, just so you can compare this, is we come in on the Norku 2 Alpha arrival, which is this here. So Norku, Sonza, Robis, Oscar, R-tip, and then from R-tip we would normally get vectored, basically. So what we will do is actually we will go from R-tip. If there's no air traffic control, no other aircraft in front of us, what we're going to do is we'll do R-tip and go directly from R-tip, which is over here. Probably it would make sense just to go direct to AM262, wouldn't it? That would work for us, and that'll be fine. Well, let's set up the box as well with that. So let me copy the active flight plan. So the original flight plan is there if we need it. I'm just checking air traffic control online at Amsterdam. No, there isn't any. Okay. So yeah, what we're going to do is find R-tip in the box. Get rid of SPL and go direct 262. So I'm just tidying up the box because then it should look fine and we can work out our top of descent much better. Clear that discontinuity. There we go, straight in. Alright, insert that. Much better. And almost a nice straight in arrival. Darren, have I had any issues with self-loading cargo subbing in my flight at the end? To be honest, I never really take it that far. I just kind of use it for the cabin sounds and announcements and things. Right, and in doing that, that's just reduced our top of descent to about 60 miles away. So just finished making sure the box is all set up. So I'm happy now with the flight plan. Radnav page will get SPL VOR in there. And SPY. Radnav's fine. EHAM 27. Box is all set up. 1023, 136 for the VAT. Config 3 and landing. Minimum is 188. Clean 220. That's fine. And looking to land about 58 tons. Okay, wonderful. Box is set up. All right then. Let's brief. So, starting with the weather, that's fine. 220 at 9, so probably feel a bit of a crosswind from the left coming in. That's fine. It's cav okay. Few clouds, 2,600 feet, so anti-ice on as we're going down through that. It is 1 degree, so it's cold, but no, it's fine. The aircraft is all behaving itself and lovely, so that's good. No NOTAMs in Amsterdam. Threats to be aware of. No ATC and potentially quite a bit of traffic, so we'll need to keep an eye on TCAS and Unicom, etc. We're pretty familiar with Amsterdam though, so that is fine. If air traffic control do come online and we need to go back to the original full flight plan, we've got that in the secondary flight plan, so that's how we would mitigate that if it came in. So we can just load the secondary flight plan, activate that, and we're back to where we were without that little shortcut. Alright, so the plan is leave R-tip. We're going to get down then to Amsterdam 262 and then Tidvo. Tidvo, platform altitude 2,000 feet, so ideally what we need is green dot before 262, flaps 1 at 262, and then, as I say, getting down to platform altitude at at Tidvo, which is only it's only 10 miles out really. So yeah, flaps 1 it'll be fine. What we can do as well, just to assist with that, and I will do that now because it's going to make it a little bit easier. If we just pop in some range rings, EHAM 27, 9 miles, 3,000 feet for that, works perfect with the glide slope. Okay, so that's how I'm going to fly the approach. That's what I want to happen when I want it to happen. Just check the usual stuff. It's 3-degree glide slope, that's fine. Minimum is 188, runway visual range minimum is 550 meters. We're obviously very legal to start that approach, so that is all fine. Runway 27, I can't actually remember how wide that is, so just find information on that. Runway 2727. Ah, yeah, so we've got the Pappies, and it's 45 meters wide, so that's all normal stuff. Once we have landed then at Amsterdam, as I say, we've got a nice runway to land on today. We don't have a really long taxi to our parking stand. So once we've landed runway 27, we will vacate. I don't mind, we're going to land with auto brake low. I don't mind knocking those off quite early on as long as I'm happy. Because if we can roll along quite quickly and get off at November 4, that's going to be great for us, because then we've got a nice short taxi in November 4. And then we take, I think we take Bravo, don't we? Yes, because there's a one-way system here. I will double check that in a moment. We take Bravo, so vacate November 4, first turn to the right, then next left, and then we park at the hotel stands. Now I do just want to check the airport taxiways. On this page here. Yeah, Bravo. Don't go onto Alpha because of the one-way system. That's fine. If we need to go around then, go around straight forward here. Straight out runway track, climbing 3,000 feet, let ATC know immediately, max speed 220. Which I believe would be about green dot. So, that is the brief. What happened with all that? Only other thing to remember slightly is that it's a very short taxi, so single engine taxi is not going to be available to us coming in, and we might even, depending on how long we spend on the taxiway, might not even be able to shut the engines down straight away either when we are on stand. Good stuff. Brank, mate, thank you so much for the $545 tips. Says, have a nice flight, Brank. Thank you so much for supporting us. Oh, make sure you have a nice weekend as well. So we're going to start our descent very, very shortly, so stick with us. We're going to be on the ground in about half an hour. Quickie man, do you need SimBrief to make the autopilot work? No, absolutely not. No, no. Definitely not. Chubby, you still remember the 10k special where we tried to get multiple legs in? Well, it worked, didn't it? It was absolutely fine. What a day that was. What did we do? Stansted, Amsterdam, back to Stansted, up to Edinburgh, back down to Stansted. 4 legs one day. I was absolutely knackered that day. We didn't have aircraft that had VNAV, and so there were just the calculations, mental work that had to be done was just incredibly tough. Definitely earned my beer that night. Ladies and gentlemen, hello once again from the flight deck. So we are currently cruising at 38,000 feet, and we're going to start heading down towards Amsterdam in the next 5 minutes or so. We are currently on time, and the weather in Amsterdam is looking clear and nice. Only 1 degree though, so make sure you wrap up warm as you leave the aircraft, and don't leave any of your belongings behind in the overhead bins, etc. The cabin crew are going to shortly start preparing the aircraft for our arrival, and so we'll be able to speak to you a little bit later on. Thank you. Christopher, not math. Well, only 3 times table. I'm not sure if you can call it full-on maths. 3 times table maths. And Dr. Magic is in the house as well. Hey, Dr. Magic, good to see you. And Lee JC, mate, gifting 1 Easyjet Sim Pilot Channel membership as well. That is really kind. Thank you so much, Lee. And BM Block has received that gift. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that support, mate. Good to see you again today. Tony, we are 32 kilometers from your house. Oh no, Amsterdam's 32 kilometers from your house. Fair enough. And Tony also says, a different Tony says, the new headwind A320 update today has really improved the VNAV. I don't think it's too bad, to be honest. So, be even better now. Right, so down we go. We're going to set flight level 200. And descent 200 blue. Down we go. Hey David, good to see you.
Amsterdam traffic, this is Easy102. We're on the Norco 5 Alpha arrival, planning for ILS 27, and we're 23 nautical miles away from Norco.
So that's going to be okay because we're 30 miles. If he's 23 miles away, that separation's good. More drag, maybe. We'll see. I'm just having a look at the tower frequency for Amsterdam. If they're around. (118,105). No, correction. 11923. So that's the tower frequency that we're going to need a little bit later on. Amsterdam traffic, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, currently 24 miles west, correction, 24 miles east of Norku to pick up the Norku 2 Alpha arrival. Currently passing flight level 350. Bit of traffic ahead of us. Mooks took the 747 out today to Amsterdam from East Midlands. That is the shortest 747 flight ever. What you need to do is take it to Hong Kong. Checking we've missed that aircraft there. David, I don't fly with virtual Easyjet. No. I don't fly with any virtual airline. Okay, so just increase that speed 270. It's a nice descent rate for a Costa Mix 4. That's looking okay. Just going to keep an eye on the traffic here. So we'll slot in quite nicely behind this aircraft here. I'm presuming this is the one that's going to Amsterdam. We've got another aircraft down here as well, look. Chumi, I don't think the A380 can do Sydney to London.
Amsterdam traffic, EC1802, returning to Stones at 10 nautical miles.
Looks nice and busy at Amsterdam. The problem is there's no ATC there, which is definitely a threat. So the aircraft there is, according to TCAS anyway, he's 2,500 feet beneath us, which is, that's absolutely fine. As long as that separation stays, that's okay. Moogs 1980, I use the Thrustmaster TCA side stick for my my flying. Right, so I'm going to reduce our speed to 250 then. That way separation here will work. Let this aircraft get ahead of us. Now, the interesting thing will be what happens after they hit RTIP waypoint. I've said I'd like to go direct onto basically the final course, which would be nice. If they don't do that though, then it could be interesting. Oh, how I wish there was ATC. Hey Hans Hicks, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. You join us on approach. Should be on the ground in about 20 minutes, all being well. Craig, are you one of the aircraft in front of me, by any chance?
Amsterdam traffic, EC1802, be advised after RTIP we're going to go to Alpha Mike 262 and then Heathrow.
Perfect. And Alpine 14 Juliet Mike. Again, after RTIP, we too shall be going direct to Alpha Mike 262 to pick up ILS runway 27. And we are currently overhead Sonsa. Speed 250 knots. M Dark, thank you so much. Good to see you as well. If we plan this right, this could look like a beautiful line of aircraft coming into Amsterdam. DMA, you're now chilling 30 miles behind us. That sounds like a decent separation. Still 74 miles, 75 miles to run. Jack Scarborough, hello, good evening. Happy Friday to you.
FSTraffic, Easy102 over Robbie's, turning left to Oscar.
So that's the aircraft right at the front of the line. BM Lock, when did I start with flight simulations? Oh, 1995. So long ago. Jack, I use self-loading cargo for my cabin crew. Not seeing the moon anywhere tonight. But ah, there it is. That's why it's so bright out. Look. I love how well the simulator reflects that when it's you know, when there's lots of moonlight and not much cloud around. You can actually see the ground quite clearly.
Amsterdam traffic, Easy102 decreasing speed of 250 knots.
Okay, so anyone know who the guy is directly in front of us? I'm probably going to have to reduce speed even further because of the because I think he's also doing 250. I thought he might be going a little bit faster, but at the moment I'm too close to that guy. So let's just slow it down. 240. Put some space between us. Okay, and descent 100 blue. Tony, they were using 2.7 because of the winds. They might have switched to 1.8 right, to be honest. However, we'll stick with 2.7. It'll be fine. I'm just going to double check what the ATIS is saying. Yeah, main landing runway 27. Moog, so I think the Inabuild A320 will be a contender up against the Fenix. No. No, definitely not. I don't think it will be a contender against the fly-by-wire, to be honest. But I could quite easily be proved wrong, so we shall see. Lee, it's a 787. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get beyond that wake turbulence, do I? I always thought Boeing aircrafts were fast. Yeah, like 4 miles in trail. Hey, Wise Hat, good to see you again. What's this aircraft down here then? Who's that? Well, time to start concentrating, I guess. We're now near 5 miles in
Traffic
trim, so
2, we're flying
that's
2
fine.
knots. And flight level 70, and we're 30 meters from Martin Office.
In fact, that Dreamliner looks like he's catching up this guy, which doesn't make much sense. This guy's concerning me as well. Who's this? DMS says the tower's gone offline. Oh, I probably saw this and thought, now I'm not controlling that. The problem is the tower can only do so much. They can only deal with you when you're literally on approach. So yeah, absolutely nothing to do. How long ago did we depart? Oh, nothing like yesterday. Nothing like yesterday. 1 hour ago. It's only a 1 hour 10-minute flight, this one. Just looking down here. I think this lower one might be this one here. It's not this guy. This guy's far too far out. And he's also doing really good radio comms. I know where he is. I know what he's doing. I know what his plan is. So yeah, this is the guy that's just about to turn from RTIP. Oh, you are joking me. Alright, master caution. IDG2 oil overheat, IDG2 off, yep, confirm that on our lower ECAM. Oh, wonderful. Alright. So, generator 2 is just buggered. And we can see that on there as well. Alright. We're going to turn that off. Generator 2 is off. And rather than just blindly continue on, I'm just going to enter a hold at RTIP. While we sort this out, things have just got interesting, guys. It's a minor failure, but still one I've got to deal with. Hold at RTIP, inbound course.
Amsterdam, traffic easy 1802. We are over to Alpha Mike 266.
Here's 252. And right turns. Manage speed and we'll level off and hold there at 10,000. And Alpine 14 Juliet Mike will be taking up the hold at RTIP. 10,000 feet. Alright, so generator off. We're going to start APU. 1, 2, 3. There we are. So there isn't too much we need to do with this. We just need to basically sort some things out and double check that actually there isn't too much we need to do or worry about. So we have seen the IDG2 oil overheat failure. We have seen that that is indeed the case on the SD page. Where have you gone? There we go. Yes. Got too hot. Generator 2 has been turned off. APU is starting up. Christopher, no. In the real world, the pilots say something I'm not allowed to say on air. It's a family channel. So I'm just grabbing up the documents. So we're taking up the hold, that's fine. Let's just have a look what's happening now. APU is on and working. Wonderful. So let's just come off that systems page, check the systems page here. Generator 2 is in op. That's fine. And I think basically that is us now pretty much all done and back to normal. It's not a sort of flight breaking problem. So yeah, it's a minor problem really, but just wanted to basically go through stuff just to check that I wasn't missing anything. So we're in the hole, we're safe, we're 10,000 feet, we're holding a green dot, so that's pretty much all we need to do. I will just be checking, of course. Don't need to worry about the Mel. Camera crew wanted to know what's happening. Hello?
Hi, Captain. Just checking to see if everything is okay.
Yeah, we just had a minor issue. We've just taken up the hole. It's nothing to worry about, though.
Call me if you need anything.
Okay, so yeah, the engine overheat comes when IDG overheat temperature reaches 180, in which it did. Disconnect the IDG to prevent damage to the mechanism. Did we do that actually? Whoa. Turn that on. No, we didn't get to that. But it's alright, generator 2 is off now anyway, so we're okay. IDG is disconnected before takeoff? No, that doesn't matter. And basically now we're just monitoring it. IDG fault light goes off when the IDG is disconnected. Fine. It also disconnects automatically, I think, once, if we don't do it to prevent damage. Press the IDG push button until the gen fault light comes on. However, do not press for more than 3 seconds to avoid damage to the disconnect solenoid. It's fine. Okay, I think we can carry on with troubleshot the issue. And we can now just carry on our approach into Amsterdam. Someone there can fix it. Alright, so cancel master caution. I'm happy. We know what the issue is with the IDG. We've confirmed it. We have mitigated the issue by by disconnecting the generator 2, shutting that off. APU generator is now online as the backup, so we're now back to running with 2 generators. Any issues? Yeah, if we lose another generator, but we're very close to Amsterdam, so I'm not worried that that's going to happen. Should be fine. Right, let's get on the ground, and we'll call the MOC once we're there. And clear ECAM. Lovely. Okay, exit the hold. We're at RTIP, and I'm happy to accelerate back up. We've exited the hold 250 knots. There we go. Nice long profile. And we're going to get down flight level 50. Thrust idle descent 50 blue. Transition altitude here as well is 3,000 feet. So.
Alpine 212, we are passing flight level 10,000. We will hold at RTIP.
And Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, Amsterdam traffic has just left the hold at RTIP. And we're now resuming course to waypoint Alpha Mike 262 for ILS 27. Oh, what fun. Legend Out of Fury says, what did I miss? Go and get a drink and all hell breaks loose. Yeah, IDG just overheated. Nothing major. Bravo, Victor Bravo is identified.
Skip the traffic, LM1144 on the localizer for runway 27.
Traffic 8 November, 6 miles out of 1
Right, so I just want to make sure we stay on profile now, which we are doing. Let's activate the approach phase. Dark Fury, why not get something juicy like an engine flame out or something major? Because I have good mechanics. DT, just ask your question again, mate, because I completely missed that whilst we were just sorting out that little issue.
Traffic 8 November, short final, 1 in the right.
Skipple traffic Alpine 441, we are 13 miles from touchdown. We are turning right, heading 250 to intercept the localizer.
And we're 20 miles out from Schiphol. And Amsterdam traffic Alpine 14 Juliet Mike is 9 miles inbound Alpha Mike 262 to then take up the ILS runway 27, currently 20 miles ILS DME.
Traffic LM1144 on the ILS for runway 27.
And there's our approach runway.
Where are you on the ILS for 27? How far are you?
Alpine 18 Quebec off 4,000 with 12 to go.
That looks awkward.
And descending in down 37.
Yeah, what's your DME?
DME 11. What's your DME?
Yeah, my DME is 10.5. I'll turn around to go behind you.
The only problem with that, and Amsterdam traffic Alpine 14 Juliet Mike is 7.5 miles from TiVo to pick up the ILS runway 27. So reducing speed 180. Flaps 1, speed check. Flaps 1.
Skipper traffic, Ryanair 412 pushing back, stand 2 Alpha 8. Traffic.
Lufthansa 123, pushback gate 24.
Skipple traffic, Alpine 441, I'm going to do a full 360 turn to come in behind the Easyjet. I believe his call sign was 18 Oscar Quebec, Alpine 441.
As Alpine 14 Juliet Mike is currently 30 miles out for the ILS runway 27 and will be intercepting in around 1 minute.
Skipple traffic, Alpine 18 Quebec off, we are A320, 6 mile final, runway 27.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing. So just got to keep a visual separation on this guy here.
Established for ILS 418 right, Skipple traffic.
Platform altitude is 2,000 feet. Okay, Alkaline
And
Sublock, we've
Skipper
captured
traffic
your
Alpine
autopilot 1 and 2.
41, we have captured the localizer. Our DME is 10.5 miles. Skipper traffic.
Skipper traffic, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike is on the ILS at 10 miles, speed 180.
Skipper traffic at 1144, back headed to runway.
This is why we need approach control. Mooks, mate, thank you so much for your £5 super chat saying keep it good world, really aspiring channel. You make me want to keep growing my channel. Go for it, Mooks, go for it. Flaps 2, glide slopes captured, speeds checked. Flaps 2. And we'll keep up high speed.
Skipper traffic up and 18 Quebec off, short final runway.
Missed approach altitude's 3,000 feet. Set.
Skipper traffic easy for 31, landing runway right. 14 Juliet, what's your DME?
And 14 Juliet Mike is 8 miles, speed 180, and we'll be reducing to 160.
Okay, I'm 9 miles. I'm going to reduce final approach speed now. Alpine 441.
We'll keep up high speed as long as we can, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike.
Thank you very much.
So we'll stay at 180 for the time being. However, 6 miles, we're going to have to get the gear down on that, so I'm going to reduce to 160. Gear down, spoilers. Flaps 3, speeds checked. All the lights on. And our landing checklist. In fact, we missed the approach checklist, didn't we? So the Bar FQ 1023, simple signs are on, minimums are 188, auto brake low, FB stowed, landing checklist, cabin secured, go around altitude 3,000 feet, Eco memo, landing no blue.
Alpine 18 Quebec off, clear for 27.
Manage speed. Cabin crew seats for landing. So remember, we want quite a long roll on the
Traffic easy 2519 at 130.
And skip all traffic Alpine 14 Juliet Mike, 4 mile final ILS 27, final approach speed, and we'll be looking for a long roll and vacating at November 4, so we'll keep a high speed roll on the runway.
Lufthansa 123, Pushback K24.
Okay, I have control.
Skip all traffic Alpine 441, 4.5 miles final. Could you please alert me when the runway is clear?
Wilco, Alpine 14 Juliet Mike.
Skip all traffic on my way right, vacated 84.
That crosswind's come in from the left a little bit, hasn't it, just there? So now just look at the private flight display. We're actually pitched up, but it doesn't look like it. We were just mentioned about this earlier. Alright, so continue.
Minimum.
There we go, continue. Stable, etc., etc.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Spoilers not showing, reverse screen. And thrust idle. Manual brakes. And we're going to vacate here for this guy behind us. Amsterdam traffic, runway 27 vacated.
Perfect, thank you. Alpine 441 landing runway 27, 1 mile final.
Keep up that high speed for the exit. So we are clear, which we are. Wonderful. Right, quick look to our left, make sure we're not in anyone's way. And we're heading down there. Okay, I did want to roll a little bit further on, but I was aware there was a guy behind us, and he'd already turned around once. I didn't want to have to make him go around again.
Skip traffic, Ryanair 412 taxiing to runway 18 left by Alpha 8 Alpha Alpha 12, runway 27 Echo 4. Traffic.
Right, APU's obviously already started. Pick a gate. Hotel 3, why not? Manic Miner missed it all. Never mind.
2519 with an 8 mile final 27.
So there is actually, as we just pointed out, runway 18 right is now in use in real life at the runway, at the airport at Schiphol. And I get that. I'm always wanting to use the most, you know, the recent runway, but the problem is, if you've got no ATC there, you've got lots of aircraft doing, you're a single pilot, you've got stuff set up, sometimes you just have to go with what you had planned.
Alpine 441 runway 27 vacated. We are going on to taxiway.
It's also worth noting, of course, that runway 27 here at Schiphol doesn't actually interfere with runway 18 right, so it's absolutely fine. Now what's binging? Oh, flight control error. I'm not bothered about that.
Lufthansa 123 taxi runway 18 left via Alpha 8 Alpha. Alpha 9 Bravo, cross runway 27, holding point Echo 6.
We do have a replay though to watch in a bit, and yes, I did actually remember to press it, so we'll check that in a moment. Evening, Antrak. Hey, Nigel. Good to see you.
Amsterdam traffic EQ519, we are landing 27.
Craig, yeah, Craig, were you the guy behind me that's just landed? If so, if so, Craig, well played, mate. Very well played. Right, it's been 3 minutes. So, shutting down engine 2. Some dude, yes, I use Skydolly for that.
Schiphol traffic, Alpine 212, reducing to 180 knots.
Oh, Craig, was that you that landed first? Well, yeah, same thing, mate. You announced exactly what you're doing. I knew where you were going. Beautifully done.
To Alpine on apron 8, no, apron hotel, what stand you taking? Just curious.
Sand Hotel 3 for Alpine 14 Juliet Mike.
Thank you.
At least that's where they're waiting for us. Oh, Lucas, was that you behind?
Alpine 212 on 6 mile final, reducing to 160 knots.
Right, turn the taxi light off so we don't blind the ground crew. Nearly 50% M1, that's making it a struggle to turn left.
Triple traffic, Lufthansa 127, crossing runway 27.
Ryanair. Skipper traffic, Ryanair 412 crossing runway 27, traffic.
Skipper traffic, Alpine 212 on short final, runway 27.
Lufthansa, what were you doing when there was arrival traffic on 27?
Always worth looking out the window. And we'll hold it there. Why is there a tug driver in the terminal? I think we need to sort a GSX profile out for that. Right, should we get off VATSIM and check the landing out? Right, disconnect off VATSIM. Indeed, let's check out that landing. Welcome everybody to Amsterdam. I do love the Amsterdam scenery from Flight Tampa. Still relatively new, isn't it? Oh, self-loading cargo passengers not happy. I forgot to silence them. There we go. Looks great in the dark as well. Christopher Shaw says, great stream, and to all those that were flying, yeah, quite a few tonight, which was great. I do like it when it's busy. It's just, I just wish we got some ATC. That would have made it a really interesting arrival. Would have been quite challenging for ATC as well tonight, I feel. Lucas says, thanks for keeping the speed up. You're more than welcome, Lucas. I held 180 a bit longer than I normally would have done. And then we held at 160 as well, just to like 4 DME to really try and keep us out your way. Nice looking landing, actually. I'll take that. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much. What a week this has been. Obviously, our usual streams at the start of the week. And then, yesterday was just epic. We don't do long haul flights very often, but I love doing them. Not everyone likes doing long haul stuff, but I really do. There's just something about it. There's something so rewarding about it that I just love. Not everyone's cup of tea, but there we go. So guys, thank you so much, particularly for those of you who flew alongside us tonight. Great to have some company. I'm going to leave you with our final replay coming into Amsterdam as per usual. Massive thanks to those of you who have contributed to the stream this evening, and our Easyjet SimPilot channel members. Thank you so much as always for your continued support. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend, whatever it is you're doing, and make sure you join our Discord server if you haven't already to know when our next live stream is going to be. Thanks very much, everyone. Have a great evening. Bye bye.